Hey, good morning, everyone. So we've got the big ADP private payroll report this morning. Some good news, some bad news in the market, right? Good news is the Biden administration is saying that we will have enough vaccines for every adult by May, which is good, right? I mean, we're already in the first week of March, April, May. It's just a couple months away. Let's see if we can get a nice progression towards that everybody vaccinated. The addition to it, right, is J&J. Now, there's a little controversy with the J&J, right? Um, over the aborted use of aborted fetuses, right, with the Catholic Church and stuff. And let's all remember, guys, the same way that everybody is expected to respect everybody's culture, let's respect the Catholics too, and their culture or whatever. But as wealth builders, I think some of you that are old, long time wealth builders like myself, you know that J&J is probably one of the shadiest companies out there. They've known for putting inferior products in their inferior, strange ingredients in their products, right? And they're like the tobacco companies, right? Oh, we didn't know. Okay, we'll pay the settlement. Uh, so you know what I mean. If you've got three choices of vaccine, this is just coming from me, and this is my personal opinion. Take any one except the J&J. I wouldn't stick anything in my body from J&J. Anyways, especially if I have an alternative. But look, the bad news. The bad news is we had the payroll report this morning. It was a big miss. They were expecting 225,000. They got about 117. A little bit less than half. This could be a precursor for tomorrow, right? We've got the big unemployment reports tomorrow. So we'll see. We're going to keep that little spy short that we have just in case. It expires on Friday, and the odds are right now it's going to expire worthless. We're going to lose on that trade, but just in case. Now remember, and we saw it last night too, guys. There's absolutely right now, and I think our what we've been talking about, that hypothesis, that idea we've been talking about the correlation between that unemployment report and the 10-year. We saw it last night, right? The 10-year was kind of trickling down all week, and then all of a sudden last night it popped back up to 1.4 and a half. We'll see how things go with that. Okay. Inflation. I mean, one of the organic ways to control inflation is to slow down growth, which is to slow down your employment. But of course, that's a double-edged sword, right, guys? Yes, you don't get the inflation. Maybe the market likes it. The rich get richer, right? But it's also a double-edged sword in the sense that, again, you've got people with no income and with less. Now they're paying more using less, right? If you still have that price increase, the core price increases and stuff. But let's let it shake out, okay, guys. The market's been kind of in this flux. We talked about it over the last few days. We're kind of at this top right now, right? And the market's been kind of just, you have good days, bad days, good days, bad days, just this sideways movement. It hasn't really defined itself, right? Uh, I was watching Fox Business News, Liz Clayman, the other day when the market was having that big day, and it was just pom poms everywhere. CNBC, same thing, pom poms everywhere. Hey, all three indexes, record highs, record this, record that. You know what I mean? But we never really got that close, right? Uh, that last print, right, that confirmed all that. And the cheerleading was for nothing. The next day it was red and they were all sad. And that's the way it's been right now, guys. So remember, in that churn yesterday, we gave you another stock of the week. Your protection, great protection is with your options. You're either going to go super short in these situations, which is like day trading and stuff. We don't do that personally in our system. But if you are one of those that doesn't mind sitting there for 8 hours watching ticks, that's the way to go with options right now, unless you do it like we're doing. Everything we're buying or every play we're playing, we're setting it all the way at minimum to April to give the market a little time to work itself out. But your ultimate protection is having those great stocks in part of your portfolio so that you get the dividends and you get the price growth, right? So look, guys, not a lot to say going into today. We've got that big payroll report tomorrow. Um, we'll see how that affects things. Let's see how it affects the 10-year overnight. Let's see if this confirms what we think is true, right? We talked about it the last couple of reports where there seems to be a direct correlation with the 10-year rate and also too with the employment reports, which makes sense, right? Fast growth creates inflation. Too fast a growth creates hyperinflation. Right now, you're in a situation where your Fed is buying these short-term treasuries to keep the market liquid, but that is that opens up the economy to adverse effects from inflation. The way they can fix that is they can start selling the twos and they can start buying a longer one, like a 10 or a 20 or a 30. And then they can turn the tables on inflation. But we'll see how things go. Let's see how nimble our Fed is. Let's see how things go. Ultimately, we let the market tell us which way it's going to go, and we ride it, right? We don't try to guess. We don't try to time. Other than that, guys, you have a great Wednesday, okay? It's hump day. Take some time. Go look at that pick that we gave you yesterday. It's an oil play, right? If you're looking to get a little exposure into oil, that's one of our favorites right now, ET. And also, too, the previous week, don't forget CCI. That's a great one to give you a little 5G tower exposure and some other good stuff. And a great dividend, too. So is ET, 7%. Dudes, come on, man. That's like somebody every 3 months giving you 7%. If you give somebody $20 and every 3 months they give you 7% on that, that's a good deal. Let's see how the market shakes out this morning, guys. We're about 45 minutes from the market. Let's go ahead and check futures. Let's go see futures together. Let me share my screen with you. I'm getting better at this stuff. And you can see, there you go. President Biden, he's out there talking about May, right? And then stocks are set to rebound with Dow futures up more than 100 points. They forget to mention that payroll report kind of shaved half off that. And you see the private payrolls. Let's see futures here, pre-market. You can see futures have now rolled over and they are red. So here's the fun of CNBC, and here's the timeliness of your madness in your media. While futures are red, stocks are set to rebound. Thanks, CNBC. I'll make money off that. But let's go see the 10-year. You can see it's spiking up a little bit. Let's go look at a day chart real quick together, guys. Since there's not a lot to talk about. Waiting for tomorrow. That's a 1-day chart. Let's go with a 5-day chart here and let's blow it up a little bit. And you can see there, right? We had that big spike last week, right? Remember when it went up to 1.6? And then once we got past that and we got past those unemployment reports, right? It just got forgotten and it trickled down, trickled down, trickled down, trickled down. And you see it's showing 1.4, but it's actually 0.5, which is about, let's put it up right about there. So it's spiked. It has spiked. And so it's a direct reaction. So let's see how the market reacts today. Again, guys, place your bets with a little bit of time, especially on your options. Okay, guys? Advice from us to you is if you are going to play options, either play them really short and take profits right away. Don't hesitate to take profits. They will leave as fast as they come. But if you're going to play a little bit more logically and a little bit more orderly, give yourself time. Like what right now, everything we open in minimum out to April. Make sure you get good premiums on your contracts. Don't overpay for your contracts. Make sure you position properly. Use your charts and find points that you believe that the strike can get to. Okay, be realistic about your options right now. The time for over enthusiastic bets on options is kind of passed away with the big market moves that we had in January and December. Okay, guys. So now you want to be a little bit more logical because the market's getting a little more dicey. All right. I guess yesterday Rocket was the short squeeze, right? That thing went off. We don't play those. That's, yeah. Oh my God, I still got all my hair, man. That's because I stay away from those kind of stocks. But look, guys, if you're playing them, again, same philosophy with your options, short-term options right now. Take your profits quick. Don't hesitate. You can always jump back in if you want to play it. But you know how these things go. I'm not sure how Rocket's looking this morning. I don't even look at those stocks. But I did see a news report on it yesterday. I guess it's another short squeeze or something like that. Good luck. Good luck, you guys. And let's let's close with Bitcoin, because I know so many people are into Bitcoin right now. If you talk about stocks, you got to talk about Bitcoin. Back over 50,000 today. We've been talking about that in our live room with some of our Bitcoin player members. And we're not experts at Bitcoin by any means. But we are good chart readers, and that getting back over 50K was important for you Bitcoiners. So you guys stay strong in there, right? You guys make a lot of money, man. You know, we're rooting for you. And that's the last lesson I want to give. I always like to try to give a tidbit, a little lesson. Look, guys, as traders, don't look, you know, it's the old saying, right? The grass is always greener on the other side of the fence. Don't look at other people like with GameStop and stuff. They're making 4,000% on a trade. Cheer them on. It's good. It's good. You know what I mean? Don't get angry and don't take it like it's an attack on your portfolio. You know what I mean? Or you missed the boat and stuff. Remember the stock market. It's constantly evolving. It's constant opportunity. It's a day of just opportunity after opportunity. And so like with Bitcoin, I mean, we don't, you guys know the old story with Samuel and I, right? We got a Bitcoin about 5 years ago at, I think, at 3,000, 3,200. And we're not selling that bad boy till it's 1 million. Okay. That's the extent of my Bitcoin playing. But for you guys that are out there, man, that move over 50,000 was important. If you can hold it for a day or two, that's a good technical achievement. And that turns that chart really bullish. So good luck to you guys. Okay, guys. Like always, don't hesitate to take profits. Nobody ever lost money taking profits. Other than that, guys, we'll be back tomorrow morning. Okay, you guys have a great Wednesday. Trade smart and place your bets wisely. All right. Okay.